Alright, hello everyone. So it's currently 6:43 a.m. here, Central Time. So I've just been kind of watching the charts develop this morning. I was recording since 6 a.m. I thought the video was going to be very boring, so I kind of scratched all I've done there. I'm entering an area where I'm looking for a long position now, so I thought I'd just bring you guys in here and wow, we bursted right past that zone. Maybe we're going to have to switch our bias here. Let it develop. Oh, it's so early in the morning. I'm not looking too hard for a trade yet, but I wanted to kind of talk about how you become a profitable trader and the things that you need to develop. So, and the things that you'll need to not necessarily develop yourself, but it's just going to take time to do, like market experience, because that's kind of one thing that no matter how much YouTube you watch and no matter how much bar replay you have, real-time market experience is the one thing that you can't really just sit there and do all day. You gotta be up every morning watching these charts, seeing how they move, seeing how they react with each other, and that's kind of the hardest part of trading is the discipline of doing this live every day, because it does get very, very boring watching this at points. And that's kind of the hardest part about trading is getting the experience, because no one ever became great at anything without putting in the time and effort to become great at it. And I've seen how market experience can really affect your trades, because I know personally I've laid out a trade that I thought was going to be a perfect A+ setup trade. I thought I was going to make so much money on it, and I was so happy about the setup that I literally showed it to my mentor, and then he came in and he goes, well, I think it's going to go to this point. So then we were disagreeing on it. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to place it, and we'll see who's right. He has a lot more market experience than me, years more, and he was correct. And it's those things like that market experience that he was able to determine why it was going to go up to that point. And it's something that just takes time to develop. And he's told me that a bunch of times, that it just takes time to develop that market experience and patience. Patience is a huge one. So I was looking for a long position right here. I actually had the buy open, and I was ready to place the buy. And then I said, you know what? Let's wait. I need to be more patient. And now we are way down here. So I'm very happy that I had that patience there, because patience can help you get a way better entry that you wouldn't have gotten unless you would have just waited. So that's why today I'm kind of looking for the consolidation into a liquidity sweep, or manipulation is what people like to call it. Everyone's got different terms for everything. And then into a distribution. But off of that manipulation, I'm waiting for that to go down, then a retrace, and then I'm going to buy the short. If right now we're looking short, so I'm looking for a short, but if we are going long, I'll wait for it to go down, up, retrace, boom. Unless I see an A+ setup that I just have to enter. That's what I am looking for. And then just some other things that you kind of need to develop to be profitable is you need a clear risk management, a very clear risk management. So like let's say on a trade even, I like this equal low that we're creating here. That's a very nice equal low, well, relatively equal low. Hopefully it respects that, because that could be something that I could trade off of. So where was I? Okay, risk management. You need to have a clear risk management, because without it, you're gonna lose too much on trades that you shouldn't lose. Like if your stop loss, so we got potentially liquidity sweep here. If we get it closed below that, then I guess we got to break a structure. But So if you have to have a bigger stop loss on a trade because of how much space is between that stop loss zone and where you place your trade, just lower the volume you're trading. You don't need to be trading the same amount at every point, because let's say I place a trade right here and I had a stop loss here. It's going to be different if my stop loss was up here or all the way up here. Like if I were to place a short right now and I was aiming for down here in this zone, but my stop loss is up here, that's going to be a pretty decent stop loss. It's going to be more than I should risk on my account. So what I should do is I should go like this and lower the volume I'm trading, which it all depends on what moment you're in. That's kind of the big thing. So like I could place a buy, and I'm pretty sure it's a stop loss. Boom, I can lay out the price that I want my stop loss to be at, and it'll tell me how much I'm risking before. So you can always make sure before these things. It's not like you're just gonna have to guess in the dark. And that's why I really want to emphasize just that risk management. You can never be too safe, because you're trying to limit losses on your account and maximize profits. And honestly, in that whole thing, I think limiting losses is the most important factor, because the only way you lose an account is by losing. And I'd say those are kind of like the biggest three things that you need to become profitable. Um, Besides just also having a clear strategy that you follow. Because I know a lot of people, you watch some guys on YouTube that are just trading gurus. They'll be like, oh, this is a huge red candle. That means we're going up. And then they'll act like they predicted it, but they're not live trading. They're just looking back at a bar replay and telling you what's going to happen because they just seen it 3 minutes before. No one can perfectly predict the market. The best of the best cannot perfectly predict the market. If they could, they would never lose. And that's one thing that I've kind of realized. I used to fall into that category of people who believe that you could perfectly predict the market every time and you'll never lose, which is it's just stupid. It's not a thing. It's not how trading works, because if it was that easy, someone would have something, a book out that you could read and learn everything about it and predict it on the spot. Like, oh, right here, oh, we hit something, buy. That's not how that works. It will never work like that. Now, don't get me wrong, there are reasons why this stopped exactly right here. This is coded, it is programmed to stop right here. But your little brain ain't smart enough to learn that code, especially when you're already unprofitable. You need to work on other things first. But we are just still waiting for this trade to develop. I kind of wanted to just talk about those things while I waited for the trade to develop this morning here. So I'll wait till I'm ready to place my trade, and then I'll bring you guys back then. Alright, hello everybody. We are back. I'm looking for a short here right now in this zone, and I think that we are getting it to develop and go a little bit higher of a volume there. Let's place it. I know I didn't wait for my confirmation there as much as I would like to, but I'm seeing more reasons for us to go short. It's only a $4 stop loss. It's nothing huge. We'll target down there. Projected profit is $16. See where this takes us. So kind of my main goal that I think price is running to today is going to be down here, one of these two areas, which we're getting a little bit of pushback on this, but that's alright. We haven't even had our first loss on the account yet. It's going to happen eventually. Could be this trade, and not stressing it too much. You're going to have losses when you're making money. But yeah, so I think price is gonna go down to here today. I'm just seeing more reasons that it wants to go short than long, which I was hoping for longs, but if we ain't getting them, we're gonna have to go with what the market is giving us. Especially since we just had that liquidity sweep there. I mean, classic liquidity sweep, boom, pump down. But for this trade, I'm just only gonna target right here. Actually, yeah, I'm just gonna target right here for now because I think we're gonna continue to just consolidate for a while here. I'm mostly waiting. I always like to wake up 6 a.m., watch the charts till about 10, then really look for my entry there. But if I see one that I'm like, you know what, I think it can hit, I'll place it. But I don't think, I think I might have placed a losing trade here for the first time on the account, which is completely fine. Which, right there, I have my stop loss, that's completely fine. I mean, it's only a $4 loss. We could take plenty of those, which, yeah, that's alright. Lost a little bit more than $4, but that's okay. We can take around 3 to 4 of those losses as long as we get one win within there. We're break even. It's the perks of having a good risk to reward ratio. So yeah, I just want to show you guys every trade I do. I did accidentally place one trade and I made 60 cents on it. I didn't mean to place it, so I didn't have it on recording. I don't think if you guys are picky about 60 cents and not seeing it, I'll just take 60 cents out of the account. Fine by me. Yeah, that's our first loss. First of many. But we're also going to have first of many wins too, so yeah, I'll bring you guys back when I see another good entry. Alright, I think we're going to place our second trade of the day. I think we're going for a short. Let's hit it. I think we're going to have a huge stop loss here, so this could be minus $8. I can take that. We'll still be in profit all time with that one, I think, actually. But, I mean, we're only playing with a $100 account here. Obviously, I'm trying to grow it to more than that, so you limit losses, but, I mean, with this risk to reward, you cannot complain much. You cannot at all. Trying to mark out where all of my things are here so it's easier for you guys to see where the stop loss and everything is. Okay, where's my actual buy order at? Right there. Okay. And then right there's our TP. We'll bring it over. Okay. That is the trade we were rocking with for the second trade on the day. We're not doing any more trades until 10. So I think what I'll do is I'll just stop the video here. Actually, no. I want to go over these things first on how to become profitable. So you're going to need discipline. I mean, if you're not disciplined, you're not going to have the work ethic to get up and just stare at this boring chart. I've been here for 2 hours now just staring at these candles go back and forth. I mean, if you don't have work ethic and discipline to sit there and do that, well, then this ain't for you. Which I'm already regretting this trade. Probably should just close it early, but that's alright. We said we weren't doing that. And that's part of discipline. I have a very good feeling it's going to hit my stop loss, but I'm just going to hold it. I have been trading dumb today. I haven't had my patience like I'm supposed to, and that's why I'm losing. But yeah, you need to have discipline and work ethic, and it's just how it is. And to study, it's a very boring thing to study, but you gotta do it, you know? And then don't tell people that you're day trading. Um, the more people who know what you're doing, the less the less likely the less likely it is to work out. People don't like to see other people succeed unless it involves them succeeding too. So that's why keeping almost everything in your life a secret is usually a better idea than just giving out everything you're doing, because people don't like to see you striving unless they're also striving. But even then, they don't want to see you doing better than them. So try and keep it a secret as much as you can. Tell somebody. So you have someone to talk to with it. Like my girlfriend knows, my dad knows. Those are kind of like the only two people. Um, and then don't believe everything you see on the internet. And I'm mostly talking about courses wise and TikTok. Courses wise, I mean, everyone's going to tell you anything about their course to make it sound amazing. I mean, they're trying to sell you on something. TikTok wise, there are a lot of videos on TikTok of people describing literally even the same strategy in different ways from each other, and they don't even align. So that's why you got to make sure what you're watching is correct. What I'd recommend you do is you pick a mentor and you learn from that one person. You just pick your mentor. Hopefully, you can find a mentor. Like I got one that I can physically text if I need to. It's really cool. Me and him talk like every single day. But if you can't find that, not everybody can. I understand that. I'm just gonna close this trade. This is an awful trade. Um, and we're past our 1% loss on the day by a mile, but I don't know. I shouldn't have placed it in the first place. Um, you just don't believe everything you see at all. Okay. So now that we got that one out of the way, we got one left. You got to be your own person and don't follow everything that someone else is doing, because what works for them might not work for you, which I know it may sound like, well, if you're just copying their strategy and you learn the strategy, yeah, but everyone's mind is different. Everyone has different risk tolerance. Everyone has different everything. Which I'm glad I closed that early because I seen this coming. I knew that it was a bad trade, but you gotta have, everyone has their own risk tolerance. Everyone has their own everything. Like me, I was fine losing that money right there, so it it doesn't matter. But like some people, I know that if they lost any money, they'd be freaking out. And there's things that led me to believe that that was a good trade, even though it wasn't at all. And there's things that were leading people to believe that that was an awful trade. You need to rely on your own intuition and abilities if you're going to want to be successful, because you can't feel someone else's emotions while they're trading. You can only feel yours, which you got to also try and limit those. That's a huge key thing, is you don't want to be trading with emotion. Very huge thing. Like me, that wasn't me closing that trade out of emotion there. I knew that that was going to hit that stop loss. That thing was showing so much bullishness compared to bearishness there in that moment. Like that's not an emotional thing. You don't want to get emotional when you're trading. If you know you're messed up on your trade, all right, I messed up, close it, move on. Tomorrow's always the next trade. But you just need to be your own person. You need to, if you see a strategy you really like, learn it and tweak it to your own abilities too. You don't have to copy it word for word. You can tweak it to be your own in any way you would like. If you see things that work better when you do it, do it. This is all about learning yourself and how you trade, not how TJR or ICT trades. It's about how you trade. And those are kind of like the last main three that I wanted to talk on before. I'm gonna go get some breakfast and wait till 10 a.m. to do the rest of my trading, but Yeah, those are kind of like the last three main ones. I'll probably come up with more while I'm eating breakfast and end up spewing them to you guys anyways. But yeah, I'm gonna go get some breakfast. I'll be back. Alrighty, so a lot has happened since we left. Um, we had this huge dip down, so if we go back to the 15-minute here, we were consolidating pretty much the whole day, and then we just dipped down. And now, what I am looking for is that retracement into a good buy opportunity, which I think we might have just hit. So pretty much we can mark out our fair value gaps, and we didn't really tap into that one. More, yeah, that was I wasn't expecting that move until a little bit later, but what I said was going to happen did happen, at least. I said we were going to take out these lows, or at least I thought we were going to. I'm not the seer of all, but I just had a feeling we were going to take out these lows. I didn't think we were going to drop down this far because we also took out, where is it at? Nope, not on that time frame. We took out these ones right here. That was unexpected. I did not see that coming. But that's part of trading. You don't see half of it coming. Kind of blindsides you. So yeah, we just need to wait till we get into these fair value gaps for an entry into this short again, because I don't think it's done on its downtrend for the day. At least I hope not. I hope that this wasn't the manipulation, because that would be some. Usually manipulation doesn't go down this far for that long. Usually it's just like a little boop above and then down. This feels like a little bit more than manipulation here. But one thing I do see that we created was a double top before we went down. I'm thinking I kind of want to go long here soon if we keep going up. But we're in that fair value gap now. We'll see how it reacts to these. If it's given a short, we're going to go short. Why is that set that high? 0.1. It's a good amount. Alright, so far, looks like we're respecting it. Looks like we are. So I think I might send that short order in. Let's send it. Oh, don't got enough. Gotta, boop, there we go. Short, send order. Stop loss. It's going up here. Ooh. I just over leveraged by a lot, but we'll let it ride because why not? Why not? I'm pretty confident in this trade. 111 profit, 46 loss. It's nothing we can't make back if we hit the stop loss. Which actually I might even target a new low. Ooh. Okay. Why is my screen frozen? There we go. Why is my screen freezing here? Not ideal to have my screen freezing, but let's click out and back in. There we go. Alright, lagging because I'm taking too many profits here. Alrighty. So, what I'm looking for here is if this low right here rejects us, this 1 minute, I'm gonna close the trade. If it bursts right through it, we're golden, because I mean, if it rejects, that means it's gonna continue its uptrend. If it doesn't, then we are golden to keep going. Okay, and I still have right down here is that zone I wanted to target for profits. But no, we are not good. Okay, we're closing the position. It didn't. Alright, having a bad internet time is not ideal for trading, clearly, because I'm trying to close my position, and I would have closed it in the profit zone, but based off what I'm seeing here, where I can't do anything, we're going to have to see what they let us do, because I can't move nothing. I might have to have my internet upgraded if I lose on this trade, because that wouldn't be too nice. What is happening? Alright, now we're 137 on the account. I don't even know what just happened. But I know I said I wouldn't manually close trades, but when I'm doing stuff like where it is dependent on if we close below this right here, I gotta close that. I can't let that run because it's still on its uptrend in the 1 minute. But we are gonna wait for more confirmation to place another trade now. We're up to 137 on the account. Let's let it ride. Let's look at S&P 500. Wait, wrong one. See, this looks. Yeah, I'm not even seeing the manipulation in there today. I just think it wanted its run down. Unless this is the manipulation, but usually manipulation doesn't go this far down like that. But we did just catch an easy profits there. Let's go look at France. Oh, NASDAQ. See if we're getting. Go to my 1 minute for DAX. No, I mean my 1 day for DAX. Yeah, I was looking for a close above these highs on DAX. Let's go back to the NASDAQ. NASDAQ's just my favorite. Actually, let's go look at XAU USD. It's down. Okay, we are back to watching this. I'll bring you guys back when something good happens, because I honestly I don't know if I'm looking for longs now for it to come up the rest of the day just slowly, or I think I won't trade again until this 4-hour candle closes. So I'll bring you guys back when that happens, and then we'll watch what we see. Alrighty, I believe we are approaching where we can take our trade here. So did we get a closure above? We did. Alright, I am placing the trade. We're going long, by the way. Let me send my order, please. Stop loss at the low, risking $64. And then we are targeting the high there, 266 profit. See, and I know I'm way over leveraged here, but I'm I mean, that risk to reward ratio is very, very good. And the things that made me want to go long are, so we got this liquidity sweep. We had these two, we had this and this low. There's liquidity laying below that. We didn't close below it. If we closed below that, I would have been looking short still, but we closed above it. So that's leading me to believe that we are going to go higher. So it's just a good liquidity sweep. And then I got the break of structure here. We got to close above this little high. So yeah, I'm gonna let it run out, and then I'll bring you guys back when either I'll do this for you guys live here. I'll set that out like that. Set some lines here so you guys can see where everything exactly is. So yeah, that middle one is where I bought. Top, take profit. Bottom, stop loss. So yeah, I'll let this run out and then bring you guys back. Alright, so bring you guys back here. We're at $31 profit. We did get rejected at this point, so I think I'm good to close it out here. Well, we gotta wait for it to freeze first because it does that every time, but I know I said I wouldn't close trades early on the account, but I've also been breaking a lot of other rules that I have set in my trading plan. So I think tomorrow, even though we're profitable on the day, I don't feel like I've earned the profits I've done today. I'm gonna be honest. I think that I definitely went outside of my rule set, and tomorrow we're really gonna work on staying within those. And plus, I have a meeting here coming up in 30 minutes, so I can't look at the charts for too much longer at least. So that's why I just want to close out the trade and call it a day there. But yeah, little takeaway on the day is I just don't think I followed my rules as well as I should have. While I'm in the meeting, I'll probably keep the charts up, and if I see an A+ entry, I'll just start a video and show you guys that trade. I probably won't have audio with it though, but why can I not close my trades? I want to show you guys the final account balance once it closes. Oh, brother. Well, I guess I'm losing money as we speak because I can't close my trades. Well, we'll see what happens. We'll let it ride a little longer. Why not? Meeting doesn't start for 30 more minutes. I'll give you guys some live price action here. And because I think that this little floor right there just gave us some support to go make some more money. I just wanted to try and get out of the trade, but I really want to get up into this area and see how it really reacts to these price levels in this. This is a 1 hour fair value gap right here. I wanted to see how it would react to those price levels, but when you have a meeting coming up that you can't miss, it's kind of something that you can't control. But we are at 35 in profit now. Keep it rolling. But yeah, everything I've done wrong today, I've done a lot right. I think we got a sniper entry here with this too. Absolute sniper entry. But the things I've done wrong today, I have over leveraged. I had, on my first 2 trades of the day, lack of patience. I shouldn't have lost on those. Or did I take 2? However many I took. I think it was 2 or 1. I know for sure 1. I shouldn't have took them. They were a $4 loss and something else maybe. I don't remember too well. But yeah, I need to start journaling my trades too clearly because those are literally today and I don't even remember them. Impatience, over leveraging. So all the things I told you guys that would make you unprofitable. I've had good discipline. I mean, I've sat in front of this chart for 4.5 hours already. That's more than most people do. But yeah, I think I'm gonna work on those tomorrow. I'm gonna have not over leverage. I think what I'm gonna do right now is just so I don't. We are setting this to 0.04, and that's what we're working with tomorrow. I kind of want to try and let our account balance get to $200 before I close the trade. Just so we're working with 200 now, then we can say we doubled the account within what? This would be video number 5 videos. One of the videos was just back testing and me talking to you guys. Not bad. We're getting there. But you can lose it all just as fast if you don't stay disciplined. I got to work on staying disciplined. Well, I got the discipline down, but rules-wise, staying disciplined, that's what I got to work on. But we got a lot of volume in the market right now, which is what I'm liking a lot. So let's keep letting this ride. Let's see where we're going. We're almost at 200 here. We got past this zone. Now we're about to enter fair value gap zone. This is where it's going to get fun. This is what I want you guys to see. I'm going to move my stop loss just to where I don't even lose money anymore. We'll move it to right here. We'll guaranteed projected 0. Yeah. Project a break even. That's all right. So very interested at this level. Let's see it. Let's see it. Ooh, I mean, if we do get up past here, I'm just going to let it ride. We're going to let it ride. So we're getting some resistance there. But I do want some profits on my great trade today. If we drop below that point right there, I'm taking my profits. I'll be honest. Let's go look at the 5 minute. See if I have a good place to. Yeah, no. We're running into it. We're running in. Whew. Very great trade. We're at $78 profit now. $213 on the account. I mean, trading is definitely a good way to make some money. It's better than a 9 to 5. I was just working a job where I was working at an arcade for $16 an hour, and this is probably how much I would have made throughout a whole day there after tax, right where we're at right now. Actually, no, a little bit more than this. But, I mean, if we hit the 0.25 level, I guarantee I'll be at more than what I would have made in a day there. It's crazy that even with just $100, you can start and make more than you were making at a 9 to 5. You just got to study in your off time and learn. I'm looking to make this a full-time career one day, so that's why I'm so invested in building a community. I pay for these, even though my editing's garbage. No one's really watched my videos yet to see it, but hopefully one day it gains some traction and I have some people watching to give me some feedback on how to improve on it. But I pay for editing software just so I can make good editing for you guys. I pay for thumbnail creator, all sorts of stuff, just because if I'm going to put out something, I want it to be my best work. I'm not going to do it halfways. I want to provide the best that I can for you guys, because you're taking the time to watch me. You're investing your time in me, so the least I can do is invest in you guys too. But we are looking like we're slowing down here as we come up. Did have a good burst up there for a minute. Let's look at the 1 minute now. One thing I love doing with my stop losses is just following the 1 minute retracements. It's a great way to guarantee that you lock in your profits. It's always something that I've done. Like, I'll probably follow this one up at some point. Maybe not, actually, because this one has all these fair value gaps that can help protect it from, because right here I think we're locking in $30 profit, or 20. Right here was like 27-ish. So yeah, we'll let it ride. See where we get to. You guys see how much time I have till my meeting here? 30 minutes. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna let this ride. And once again, if anyone does watch this video, any feedback in the comments on things I can improve on, just shoot it. Even if it's just a hate comment, I literally do not care. Anything. It's better than talking to a wall. You know what I mean? Because that's what it feels like sometimes, which I'm completely fine with, because either way, if this doesn't gain any traction, and even if I only get 10 subscribers in 5 years, at least I have 10 people who are interested in watching me learn and learning with me. If I get 30, that's a classroom. That is how big my classes were in high school. That means I'm teaching the same level that my teachers were. So when I look at it like that, and it really changes perspective, and you see people who have like 100,000, 10,000 subscribers, I don't think some of them realize actually how many that is, and they don't appreciate it enough, which is all right. You don't need to appreciate everything. Okay. See how we get past this zone. I didn't even notice that. Let's mark that out. Boom. We must burst past that zone. Must. We're at 220. I don't want it to go below this low, because I want to just take my profits now. This is where you get into the trading with emotion zone. We did respect that fair value gap. We dipped into it, respected it right away. It wants to go up. Oh. Okay. Perfect. I'm joined up in that meeting. Now I'll just wait until it starts, and then I'll probably end the video there. We got 30 minutes until that meeting starts anyways, so we're good on that. I just really want to see how it respects these levels. The 0.25, the 0.5, and the 0.75. And honestly, I'm hoping it doesn't respect them, of course, because I want it to go up. And if it respects them, that means it's not going to continue upwards. But wow, we are pushing. We did good work on this account today. Very good work. We haven't traded anything on the ECN3 though yet. But that's just simply because of the fact that everything went up to the highs and then pushed right down. We didn't get those closures above on those, and I do want to start trying to get some trades on it, but if they're not there, I can't force it on the ECN3. You know, I just gotta wait. I've got to wait. This one's more of I trade anything. I do all strategies. I do it all. But yeah, actually, I'm gonna end the video. Well, this like part of the video here. I'll let this play out, and I'm gonna put my stop loss here. If we drop below into there, the trade will cancel out. And then I'll just like come back, show you guys what happened. And yeah. Alright everybody, so I made a money symbol. I gotta move that. I'll delete it. So I placed my stop loss. I believe it was right below here. It's been a while. It's already 2 a.m. I let the market play out for a long time. So we had that retracement. I mean, you can see literally how it respects these levels that you have placed out. The 0.25, it went up to it, bounced right off. Went up to the 0.5, bounced off. 0.5, bounced off. So that's why having your, when I make my my big fair value gaps like this, the little ones I usually just use the rectangle. I place them out because, I mean, it's just a simple way to mark out your fair value gaps. But when I have something like a big fair value gap like this, I'm gonna place out my fib because I can mark out like where it's gonna stop, which earlier I would have kept riding this trade out. I honestly thought it was gonna go up to here, but I was gonna log off for the day. I was gonna go have my day, so I placed it. It was somewhere around here in this area. I'm not quite sure where it was. I accidentally deleted the line. Well, it's one of these lines, but there was other lines. I deleted lines. I'm not sure quite sure which one it was. But I'm surprised it went lower today. That's one thing that really caught me off guard, is the fact that it went lower. I thought it was going to break past all of these and end up profitable for anyone who went long in this area. I was really certain on that. So I guess my daily analysis was just completely wrong.